the second week of the T20 Premier League competition. It's DLSW who won the toss and decided to bowl first against Kowloon Cricket Club. Kowloon Cricket Club playing at home today. Looks like it's going to be Jennifer and Maheen to open the batting for Kowloon Cricket Club. DLSW starting with a slip in place. Here we go for the first ball. It's driven nicely by Jennifer. Misfield in the covers there. And just win the fielder there. Eyes ahead. Now with that backup, a single off the first one. Off a misfield. Dot ball to Maheen Heather, just digs it out. Rajvi, it looks like he's in the slips. Got a fine leg in third man. It's actually not Rajvi. Rajvi is down at the third man fence. It's away movement there from Mariam, like she usually gets the ball to go away from the right hander. And looks like it's Myra Mukherjee in the slips, the young one, playing her first Premier League game. Was playing in the under-19 game yesterday, got some runs, batted nicely. Usually with the keeping gloves. Another good delivery past the outside edge. Good areas there from Mariam. Jennifer there just has a little trot down the wicket. Have a little word with her partner Maheen Heather. Looks a little tentative, just pushing with her hands. Once again, just takes it out, just puts the bat right in line of the ball. Not much intent there. So far, just a single off the over so far. It's been a good start from DLSW. Mariam very tight on that outside off some channel. Balls if we're looking for one, and another misfield at point by Alina Sattar. Also one of the younger ones that is playing in the Premier League side. Ends the over at 2 for no loss for KCC. Interesting there from That's Khalil Sawan missing the services of Ikra Saha today. Looks like Shenzin Shahzad is going to open the bowling with Mariam Bibi. It's been quite a while having seen Shenzin bowling with a new ball. She does like to roll her arm over, but I think in the recent past she's had some issues with her right shoulder. This is going to be very interesting. They put a fielder back at deep mid wicket for Jennifer. Third man up in the circle, no fine leg. Pretty confident there, Shenzin, with her control. That will be interesting to see how she starts. No, balls it way outside the off stump. A signal wide by umpire John Prakash. And wide down the leg side from Shenzin. That's yeah, well, she's got a smile on her face, but hasn't looked very confident with that start. She's bowled one down the leg side, one outside the off stump. Pretty wayward start off with. As I said, she hasn't been a regular bowler, and gets it right this time. Outside the off stump. Aiza Heather gets down in time. From Mela Ozabel there. Fielding at point. Single to Main Heather off the bat there. Jennifer Diamond on strike now. And digs that one out as well. Comes in again. It's cut away. It's nicely played off the back foot. Nicely played. That's going to run away down to the boundary for 4. That's the first boundary for Kowloon Cricket Club. Comes off the blade of Jennifer Demon. Shenzin Shahzad there. Struggling with the control a little bit here, Shenzin Shahzad. And as I said, she hasn't been a regular with the new ball, so it's an interesting choice. With no Ikra Saha, they decided to go with Shenzin Shahzad. And once again, this one is way outside the line of the stumps and signalled wide by the umpire once again. And they had a very controlled start in that first over. Unfortunately, the second over hasn't been that great. Short ball there for the taking once again, but Jennifer just miscues that one. No runs there. Short ball punt straight to Mariam at extra cover. Jennifer there looking to take advantage. I don't want to run off the misfield. I was very close to Mariam. I didn't cleanly take it, but got in the way of that one. And that one is cut away straight to Mariam once again. And that'll end the over. After 2, it's 10 for no loss for Kowloon Cricket Club. Mariam to continue from the lawn ball end. Eight coming off that last over from Shenzhen Shahzad. Oh, we got Ikrasar just watching walking past. She's not in the playing 11 today. She's in the ground for some support, only from outside the boundary line. Mariam comes in again. Full and honing in on those stumps, but Maheen Haider up to it. Brings the bat down in time. Goes full and a loud appeal, and the finger goes up. Mariam gets the first one. Looking to play it down towards the leg side, misses the ball, gets pinged on the pads, and the finger went up from Sheldon De Cruz. That's the first wicket down. It looks like it's Arna who's walked in at number 3. Mariam has picked up her first wicket. She's been very good around that stumps channel. She's made the batters play, and in turn she's picked up that first wicket from the lawn ball end. Interesting if Shenzhen gets another over, or they're going to look to change from the other end. But here comes Mariam Bibi. Full and defended off the front foot. And nicely forward there, Anna. One of the younger players for Kowloon Cricket Club. And part of the pathway system here at Cricket Hong Kong, China. Petrina on your screens there. And top of the bat for Daskulil Saiwan. And nicely forward on that one. And gets the outside edge of the bat. And that's well fielded by Alina Sattar at point. Still rubbing those hands. It's a bit chilly today. The weather's changed today from yesterday. It's been a little bit up and down with the weather here in Hong Kong. Now once again on strike. False start. Signal dead ball by the umpire. She's going to have to redo that one. Bowling with fine leg up in the circle. And they've only got, I think, one field outside the circle. That's the deep third man. Fuller just drops it into the leg side. Should be an easy single. Throw throw at the non-striker's end. Yes. Home safely. This is an interesting field placement as well. They've got the fine leg up in the circle with only one fielder out. They're allowed two fielders out. They've got a slip in place. And they've got slip, short, fine leg, point. And she's decided to send the cover fielder back on the boundary. And not all the way. She's halfway between the 30-yard circle and the boundary. So interesting tactics here from Lil Simon. And a loud call of no from the umpire. So she's overstepped. We're going to have our first free hit of the day. First free hit of the day coming up. Nicely driven, but straight to the field. A chance at the non-striker's end. Oh, could have been close. I think a direct hit probably would have had Arna there. Very eager to get that single, trying to make some use of that free hit, but Mariam Bibi in the end defends nicely off that free hit, and no runs off that free hit. So that's the end of the over, and looks like Shenzhen is going to continue. And once again, they've sent the cover fielder back out on the boundary. And the rest of them are all in the circle. There's a short fine leg. There's a square leg. I think they had the... So right now they've only got one fielder outside the circle. Back of a length ball outside the off stump. Played nicely by Arna. Shot again, and that's chopped onto the stumps, inside half of the bat, and then one runs onto the stumps. Second wicket down. Mariam picks up a wicket now. Sorry, that's Shenzhen. Shenzhen picked up one. It's one each to Mariam and Shenzhen now. KCC 2 down. And that one not really coming onto the bat that nicely. Just played a little bit too early and chopped it onto the stumps. The younger one of the Heather sisters walks in. Zara Heather walks in at number 4. And Jennifer still out there. She's looking a little bit more at ease out there on the wicket. Not looking hurried or anything. Zara will take strike. And they've decided to bring the deep cover fielder in, and they'll send Myra Mukherjee up at the back at the circle for mid wicket. And another one off the inside edge. They'll run through for a single. Zara Heather fortuitously, but gets off the mark of the first ball. Single there to Zara. They've sent out deep square leg and deep extra cover on the fence for Jennifer. That's hit nicely again, but straight to the fielder. Mariam in the firing line there. A few have come towards her at the rate of knots. And Jennifer looks like she's timing the ball nicely. Fuller down the leg side. Arms spread out by the umpire. Wide, and they'd run through for another wide. It's 2 wides there.
Some short connection there. You gonna try and drag it? I'm gonna get my hands on it.
Full there, loud appeal, and a little sign there from the umpire. She's got a little bit of bat on that one. Sounded woody, sounded like 2 sounds there. Once again on that good length there, played down the wicket. Gets a little bit of hand on that one, Shanzeen Shahzad, and that'll bring her over to an end. That's successful over there for Daskal El-Sawan. They've picked up another wicket. So Kowloon Cricket Club right now 2 down for 14 on the board after 4 overs. It looks like there's going to be a bowling change, and it's going to be Ruchita Venkatesh into the attack with her right arm office.
We drag it across and then go windows up to see if it maximize the screen. You go over there and click the tile. The only thing you can do is it will do that. It won't recognise that screen to go now unless you close every plane. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we'll keep it like this.
You can't make any bigger. You do the settings and go make it bold. So you can go here, your assistant style.
First delivery there from Ruchi, nicely fielded in the covers by Shanzeen Shahzad. Could be overthrows. Nicely backed up by Patriana there.
Don't do any.
Got across from fine leg to get behind that one. That was nicely fielded by Shanzeen in the covers. She is a gun fielder.
Drag it across.
She's been in the national team for a while, and she does a very good job of fielding. She's a very, very good outfielder. Good catcher of the ball as well.
Alright, we'll delete one then.
And just lets one hand go off the handle. Ruchita continuing to bowl. And misses the radar there, signaled wide by the umpire. Yeah, that's the first wide from the long ball end. Zara Heather facing up to Ruchita Venkatesh. That was back of a length, and that has been given out. Skidded through. Zara Heather there, playing across the line. The finger goes up once again. 3 down now for Kowloon Cricket Club. Score on 16. Leg before wicket there. That's the second one given by Shelton De Cruz. That's Khalil Sawan. Definitely with the upper hand at the moment. And KCC continue to lose wickets. Only into the 5th over and they've lost 3. They've got to find a way to stick together a partnership. Looks like Lavinia walks in at number 5. Pretty handy with the bat as well. Lavinia bowls medium pace, bats nicely as well. Signalled wide once again by umpire Shalini Cruz. Wide on the offside. Had a couple of those in this over, but she's picked up a wicket, which is very important. Nicely forward to that one. Should be one. Should be an easy one, but yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication, but they get home safe in the end. Is the header. The fielder had extra cover. Ruchita to Jennifer. Back of a length and just bounces at an uncomfortable height there for Mariam. Half volley and gets her hands behind that one. Nicely stopped. No runs there. I like the setup here for Jennifer. She's very... And this one is stuffed back foot. Nicely played once again, but for no runs, and that'll be the end of the over. After 5 overs, it's 18 for the loss of 3 for Kowloon Cricket Club. Shenzhen to continue and bowling the 3rd over, last of the power play this. Another wide there from Shenzhen Shazad. 19.
Yeah, I'm changing it.
19 for the loss of 3. That's well bowled. Run off the face of the bat by Lavinia. Just runs it down to 3rd man, but 3rd man in the circle, so no runs available there. This is the 2nd week of Premier League T20 competition. Once again plays it down the ground for no runs there. Just brings her mid-wicket and extra to cover fielder in close. Looking for a little pop-up. But balls it wide outside the off stump. Another dot ball there. And this one down the leg side. So far, a lot of runs coming in the form of extras. Short ball outside the off stump channel and play and a miss, and that's the end of the over. And that's the end of the power play. After the power play, it's a 21-22 on the board for Kowloon Cricket Club. Kowloon Cricket Club with the slowish start, especially with those losses of wicket. It's hard to score a lot of runs. Jennifer comes down and she is bowled by Ruchita. And that is a massive wicket here. I think Jennifer was looking good. If anything, she would have probably wanted to stay a bit longer. Go all the way with this batting innings. Unfortunately, she has been dislodged by Ruchita Venkatesh. Ruchita, previously playing for Hong Kong Cricket Club, is turning out for that's Khalil Saiwan today for the Premier League, and she is a fantastic inclusion for this Khalil Saiwan side. She offers them a very good option with the ball, and so far she's proven very, very handy. She's picked up a couple of wickets. Tries to go for the pull shot. First up, Kavita Giri. She likes to play the pull shot. Wife of Lama Share. They do a lot of practice up at Mission Road and KCC with a lot of these pull shots. Go for the pull. Goes for the pull shot again. Not really there for the ball. Not there for the shot. And Kavita decides to still go. Having a little chat with Yasmin. Obviously, they must have played together last year here at Kowloon Cricket Club. And this one is just run off the outside half of the bat, and Alina overruns that one. And this field not costing them much. Goes full up in the air. Oh, just drops short of the fielder. Kavita playing a shorter ball here. Hasn't really timed anything as of now. But I like the approach. I think it's better to be positive than just defend and lose your wicket. Shorter one worked away. And once again, a fielder misreads the turn on that one. Petriana there. single down the leg side. A first run for Kabita. 23 for 4 after 7 overs. It looks like there's going to be another bowling change. Rajvir Kaur will come into ball. Her off breaks. Get through for a single. Kabita gets another single. Puts Lavinia back on strike. Play and a miss there by Lavinia Che outside the off stump. Looking to play across the line. And this one lets it go. And no signals there from the umpire. And a very late signal of wide there from umpire John Prakash. Thought long and hard about that one. In the end, ruled in favour of the batting team. And this one drifting down the leg side. Once again, signalled wide by the umpire. Short ball almost bouncing twice. That could probably run down to the fence for 4. Isaiah gives it chase right around the boundary line, and that has run away for a boundary. 4 there for Lavinia Che. It goes across the line. Short ball there, almost bounced twice. And a bit of a misfield as well at mid-wicket. But I think it would have been a very good piece of fielding had she been able to stop that one. But it was nicely hit there by Lavinia. Second boundary. Full toss this time. Pulled away. I think that's going to run away to the boundary as well. And it does. Another boundary for Lavinia. And the arms raised out. That's a no ball as well. No ball 4 there for Kowloon Cricket Club. It's going to be a free hit. Lavinia there. Just giving a bit of impetus to this innings. And Rajvir a little bit loose with bowling. She's bowled a couple of wides in this time around. She was high on the full toss. They're not able to change the field, so the umpire's just making it clear to the... And this time around, Lavinia goes across the stumps and Rajvir drifts even further down the leg side. Another wide to free hit, the free hit to continue. Rajvir comes in again, already gone for 13 off the first 3 balls that she's bowled. And this one is once again signalled wide. Plenty of runs coming off this over, 14 already. And the score for KCC moves on to 37 for the loss of 4. And they have lost wickets, and I think, and once again that bounces a couple of times, so that's going to be given a no ball. Another free hit coming up for Lavinia. Rajveer Kaur going for 15 off the first 3 balls. Decides to go around the wicket and it gets away with this one. And gets that dot ball. She's got to get out of this over. 6 extra balls in this over already, and she's got 2 more to go. Goes up in the air, loud appeal, and not given by the umpire. Had to have a comeback in to the batter for that to be given. She's going around the stumps, so I'm not sure how much spin she's getting back into the batter. And difficult to give those out. Looks like she's actually going quite wide on the crease as well. A very round arm. And now that has been signalled no ball for the foot. That is really not good from Rajveer Kaur. That is the last thing she wants to do. It's the last thing she wants to do. Overstepping the line. So she's unfortunately done a bit of everything in this over. A no ball for height, a no ball for the foot. And this one once again quite high, but I don't think that's going to be signalled no ball. It looked like it was dipping down, and they get through for a single down to mid-wicket, and that should bring the over to an end. And that was a very expensive over, and after 8 overs, Kowloon Cricket Club 40 for the loss of 4. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Ruchita continues to bowl nicely. And another play and miss from Lavinia. Lavinia's looked alright. She's got a few gifts, but she's been able to put them away, which is good for Kowloon Cricket Club. They've got to get something on the board to defend. Never put in. Oh, that's run down to third man. I think that's going to beat Rajveer Kaur. And it does run down to the boundary for 4. Nicely opened the face there. Lavinia Chain looked pretty intentional from out here. And bowling it wide down. Bowling it wide outside the off stump there, and there. Very nicely played. A little run down to third man there, and they get the boundary. 44 on the board now, and once again tries the same thing, runs it off the face of the bat. Point gets round to the left side to stop that one, and no runs there. Lavinia so far on 14 from 19. I'm pretty sure she's the highest scorer in this innings so far. And a play and a miss outside off stump. She's staying inside the line of the ball and just trying to open the face in. And is flirting with danger, but she's got the results for it. She's already got a boundary in this over, so maybe that's her method. And this one just dead batted into the leg side. And no runs there. And that'll end the 9 overs after 9. It's 44 for the loss of 4 for Kowloon Cricket Club. Looks like Mariam Bibi has been brought back into the attack to try and dislodge this pair. Starting to form a little bit of a partnership here. Kavita Giri and Lavinia Tse.
Start.
They've got a very, very close in mid-on fielder. They've got a fielder at mid-wicket. Fielder on the fine leg goes back halfway really, and they've got a third man. They've got a slip. Oh, gets that away. Moment Kabita Kabita once again trying to play the pull shot on a very, very full delivery. It is very obvious the pull shot is her shot, but not really the length to be playing that shot too. Mariam Bibi getting that away swinger. Still happening for her in the 10th over now. Oh, that could have been tight on the LBW, but that has been signaled no ball. Overstepping for the foot, and Kavita Giri will get a free hit. A little bit of indiscipline here from the Daskalil Savan bowlers. And I think they can ill afford to give away that many extras. KCC with 4 down, definitely playing catch up here, but they've got to keep a lid on the extras. Fuller here, up in the air, catch there for Myra Mukherjee. Wouldn't have been a catch, but fails to get a hand to that one. Or maybe she did get a hand to that one. She's shaking her hands, probably got a little bit of a fingertip on that one. Kavita Giri plays the pull shot again, top edges it, and goes through for a single. Lavinia Tse back on strike. And that one down the leg side, signaled wide by the umpire. Mariam comes in again. So far 2 legal balls in this over. She's already bowled 4, but she's got 2 legal balls. Oh, very nicely forward. I like this from Lavinia. Looks like she's still trying to keep a fielder in the slips. Looks like it's Aiza Heather now. They've got a couple of fielders there. Walking slip. Placed off the front foot there. Interesting field placements there from Daskalil Saman. They've got a very wide fielder, almost a gully. But that's a bit more like a 5th slip. And then they've got a little fly slip, and Yasmin now just trying to adjust. And that slip fielder, and now she's more like a slip fielder now, and she's still in that get set mode. Aiza Heather, probably feeling the first slips for the first time in her life. Oh, that is very nicely played. Nicely forward, plays it off the front foot, and gets across for a single as well. Kavita, probably a pull shot coming up, and yep, she was going for the pull shot once again, but that's probably drifting down the leg side, gets her on the pads. The umpire signals a leg by. led by the Kavita Giri. She's played around 10 balls. She's played exactly 10 balls, and she's played a pull shot on every ball that she's faced. And after 10, we'll go into the drinks, and we'll catch you back in about 2 minutes. After 10 overs, it's 49 for the loss of 4. And we're back from the drinks break, and Ruchita Venkatesh, who's got 2 for 9 off her 3 overs, is going to continue and finish up her spell. Short third man, square leg, a deep square leg, mid wicket, long on, mid off, and Kavita there tries to play across once again. This time she goes for the cut shot, gets a bit of a top edge, and that runs down to third man for a single. Alvinia, alert to it, just gets across for a single. So far this partnership hasn't been bad, and that should bring up the 50 for Kowloon Cricket Club with that single. Shorter ball, gets a little bit of an outside edge, and once again same area for that single. The wind's picking up here at Kowloon Cricket Club. It's getting really cold, and another one goes across the line, slogs it. Chance of a run out had that hit, but that's well backed up, really well backed up by the fielder there. That's Mara Mukherjee there, alert to the situation. She was at mid-on. Mariam with the rocket arm has a little shy at the stumps, and And that one once again worked away towards the leg side, thinking about a single, decide to go against it. And once again nicely defended by Lavinia. I think these two have got to make sure that they take it deep and give their batters a bit of a chance towards the end of the innings to have a little bit of a go. So far keeping wickets intact. And once again drives it nicely and no runs available there. Fielder from mid-on comes in nicely. Ramela Ozabel and Ruchita Venkatesh finishes a spell of 4 overs. With 2 for 12 after 4 overs. It looks like it's going to be Ramela Ozabel to ball. Ozabel, right arm medium pace. Kavita facing up and just doing a few mock swings. And to be fair, I like the approach from Kavita there. She's sticking to her guns. She's probably confident with a certain shot, and she's decided she is going to play her shots. Ozabel starts with a wide. Once again, wide ball there. Kavita tries to hit that one as well. Mistimed once again. Ramela comes in and works it away towards the leg side. Should be an easy single. Eyes are ahead of the fielder there, and that's another single to Kavita. And she's doing a fine job. She's helping her mate out, and they've kept the scoreboard ticking. And they've got 8.3 overs remaining, 6 wickets in the hut. If they can get to that 15th, 16th over mark with no more losses of wicket, they can actually have a go and throw their bats at the ball towards the end of that innings. Lavinia nicely forward, very nicely played. Very nicely played out into the covers. She's looked very organised. Lavinia Che. Oh, that is very close. And it sounded like a bit of wood on that one, and umpire John Prakash with another really good decision there. And Jaswinder comes into the attack. And that one is dropped out into the offside. No runs there as well. I think KCC won't mind as long as they keep their wickets in hand and try and prolong this innings. Up in the air, swung away, probably a no ball. Yes, it is a no ball. Umpires have stretched their arms out, and Lavinia once again make use of her ordinary delivery, drifting down the leg side, full toss above waist height, and that has been signalled no ball, and it's going to be a free hit. And Lavinia has received a few up over the waistline, and she's been able to put them away. Another boundary there. A free hit coming up. Short ball down the leg side. Free hit will continue. Ooh, play and a miss. Jaswinder around the wicket there. Cool looking shoes she's got on. It's a black and white. And that one once again too wide of the off stump line. Another wide there. That one is a hit away towards the leg side. Goes at the non-striker end, but the batter gets home safely. And another wide there. Kavita wants to go leg side. A little bit late on that shot, but that one just brushes the pads on its way to the wicket keeper. So far, the highest run scorer in this game is the extras with 27. Back of a length there for the pull shot, but misses out once again. And that'll bring Jaswinder's over to an end. 10 coming off that over. After 13, Kowloon Cricket Club 65 for the loss of 4. And it looks like it's going to be Alina Sattar. Balls in on a nice length there. Starts off with a dot ball. Livinia, 21 from 36, batting really nicely for Kowloon Cricket Club once again on a good channel, so she respects it enough and just drops it into the offside for no runs. So far this has been very impressive from Livinia. Very impressed with her approach to this innings. Fuller this time, goes for the drive, a little bit too full. Just chops on to that one. Once again, yeah, she's been up to the task. Mariam there, oh, Alina there, just not able to get it through completely. Bounces a couple of times. Free hit once again for Livinia. Full toss and misses out. Gets hit on the pads. And missed out on a full toss. After that, no ball. Full toss once again, and I think that is also going to run away down to the boundary for 4. A bit of a teaser for the fielders, but Livinia once again gets a boundary of a full toss. And I think, yep, that's a signal no ball as well, so Livinia will get another free hit. Goes leg side, has a bit of an open space there, but yeah, the fielder back on the boundary, and will only be a single. Hit straight to the fielder, Mariam Bibi with the catch there, and Kavita Giri goes after a very good partnership with Livinia. It's 71 for the loss of 5. Iris Ridges, the new batter. Another one of the pathway girls in the Hong Kong under-19s. Full toss once again, and Lavinia hits it out to deep square leg. Iris gets a single. And that's a given by Shelton. That was right in front. Shelton to Cruz. And KCC now 6 down. Sheldon de Cruz, the officiating umpires, Sheldon de Cruz and John Prakash have had a very good game. Doris Chung. And she's bowled up. And that's another wicket. 7 down now. Jaswinder, after a not so great over, the first one, has come back and has given only a couple of runs and picked up 2 wickets. New batter coming in, Sumram Kaur, and KCC now and looking down the barrel really. Goes across the line, misses the ball, and that somehow misses the stumps as well. And that'll be the end of 15 overs after 15. KCC now 73 for the loss of 7. Alina Sattar will continue. She bowled a very good first over. That one is played in the air. Shanzeen Shahzad comes across, and that's a dot ball to Iris Ridges. That one drifting down the leg side. Signaling wide. Another dot ball. Playing a miss once again. Hit straight to mid-wicket. Shenzin Shahzad, the fielder there. 2 balls remaining in the over. Alina Sattar there, stringing together some dot balls for her team. One more. And finishes off the over very nicely, Alina Sattar. Just one extra in that over. And after 16, Kowloon Cricket Club 75 for the loss of 7. Just with the call to continue. She picked up a couple of wickets in the last over. .75 for 7 for KCC. They'd like to get up around that 95-100 mark. And a little bit of a misfield, chance of a run out at the non-strikers, but the batters get through for a single. Ruchita Venkatesh with the stop there at short mid-wicket. 76 now. And 23 legal balls remaining in this innings so far. Iris Ridges plays back to that one. And that one is hit nicely straight to the fielder though. A little bit of a misfield once again by Aiza Haider. Allows a single. Iris Ridges, sorry. 2 off 9. Samram Kaur and 1 off 2 deliveries. Like to go down the leg side. That's a good stop by Yasmin Daswani. And just when this come back nicely. Good stop there at short mid wicket. .77 for 7, plenty of 7s there, and up in the air, just goes past Ruchita, and Mariam from the deep will clean it up, and that's the end of another good over from Daskalil Saiwan. Just 3 coming off it, and now it's 78 for the loss of 7 for Kowloon Cricket Club after 17 overs. It looks like Alina Sattar is going to continue. And she's not going to continue. That is 3 wickets remaining in this innings, and Mariam Bibi's been brought back into the attack. So far she's got 1 wicket for 8 runs. Mariam Bibi. Goes full, and a nod, and the finger goes up. It gets a wicket off the very first delivery, and that is Exactly why she's come back into the attack. KCC lose their 8th. There's 2 more wickets remaining in the bag now for Kowloon Cricket Club. It was fast and straight. Got there on the pads and got the wicket. Once again, full loud appeal. Finger goes up. And that is exactly why she had been brought back into the attack. She's picked up 2 wickets on the first 2 balls. One wicket remains in this batting innings of Kowloon Cricket Club. Once again, Mariam keeping it full, and yes, that one tailing back as well. Back in the sense that she got a little bit of an outswing. I was almost drifting down the leg side, but then got that little bit of shape and pitched in line, hit in line. A good decision once again by umpire John Prakash. He's had a good game. 78 for 9 for Kowloon Cricket Club, and Mariam Baby on a hat-trick. And she gets back to that one. No hat-trick today. She would have loved the hat-trick. 3 for 8 for Mariam Bibi now. Half the over to go. She'd want to wrap it up in this over. Full hit on the pads. One drifting down the leg side. 2 more balls remaining. Going for the kill here, and that's going to star 1. And that one is worked away towards the leg side. Is there a single? There is a single, and they get through safely. 79 now. Last ball of the over and the spell for Mariam Bibi. Iris Ridges on strike. And played with the bat, and that is the end of the over and the end of the spell for Mariam Bibi. Good spell there from her. 3 wickets for her. 3 for 9. And looks like it's going to be Shenzeen Shahzad back into the attack. Shenzeen will be bowling to Cuttingham. And a big wide down the leg side. Batter looking to run across. Directed. Could have been out. But misses the stumps there. Starts off with the wide down the leg side. That's 81 now. KCC breach 80. Another wide outside the offside. Wide +1. That is a 4 runs off 0 balls this over. And just win the call. Who bowled the previous over from this end, taken out of the attack. And a play and a miss there from Niam Cottingham. And a good delivery there from Shanzine. It's a very good ball. In a very, very good channel. A 5th stump line. Play and a miss there from the batter. Once again, lets it go through. And that one once again drifting down the leg side. A signal of wide again. And that one is worked away towards the leg side. Chance for run out again, but they're home safely. 2 balls remaining in the over. That one hit out into the covers, and they get to cross for another single. Last ball of the over coming up. Full toss on the pad. Chance of a run out once again, and they come out unscathed with that one as well. After 19 overs, it's 87 for the loss of 9, and getting into the 90s would be a bit of a psychological win there for Kowloon Cricket Club, having lost 9. They've and the signal there from the umpire, the Laskalil Sawan bowling unit, late in their bowling innings. So they'll be allowed 1 less fielder outside the circle. A single off the first one, 88 on the board now. Something for KCC to bowl at. And that one looked like it did maybe the second bounce, but that second bounce might have happened inside the crease. Looks like the batter is standing well inside the crease as well. So loud appeal, edged behind, and given by umpire John Prakash. That'll be the end of the innings for Kowloon Cricket Club. Caught by the wicket keeper Yasmin Daswani, and that is 88 that KCC have been able to muster, and the highest scorer obviously in this innings, the extras, but it was a very good innings from Livinia Sair, which has helped KCC get up to 88. Up at HKCC, CCC have got 98. They got 98 in their 20 overs, so not too much different here. So KCC will have something to bowl at. Not much to read there, other than Livinia Che, 27 of 44. The rest of them all in single figures, and the highest scorer in the innings, obviously 35 in the extras column. Laskalil Sawan go back and have a little bit of a think on controlling those extras. And the bowling card there, Mariam with 3 for 9, Shenzi Sugad 1 for 22, Richie Dhawan Kadesh with a very good spell of 2 for 12 off for 4 overs. Rajviko was expensive in a 1 over, 17 off it. Rosabelle just got 1 over for 3 runs, and just win the call there, 2 for 15 for her. And Alina Sattar 2 for 9 off her 2.3 overs. We'll be back after a short break. KCC will need to defend 88. DLSW will need to get 89 to win this game. We'll be back after a short break. The two opening bowlers have come out to open the batting as well. Shenzin Shahzad accompanied by Mariam Bibi at the non-striker end. They'll need 89 to win. Livinia Se with the first over. Starts off with the wide. Extras has been the story today. Unfortunately so. Wide on the first one. Gets Daskalil Sawan on the board. And once again, too wide. Outside the channel, signalled wide once again by umpire John Prakash. And that's a hat-trick of wides. 3 wides there. And that one is guided towards the point fielder there. Shenzin Shahzad gets her first runs. First runs off the bat. And first legal delivery. 4 on the board now. And Mariam Bibi will take God. Each team playing each other in a round robin stage here in the T20 Women's Premier League competition. That is nicely played. Full face of the bat. Jennifer there, just waving her arms around. Keeper and captain as well. Mariam tries to go hard at that one. Play and a miss there. And there's no surprise. Mariam is going to play attacking. There's not a massive score on the board. And she has hit it out into the covers. Fielder back there on the fence. Just a single there. Mariam also gets off the strike. Gets off the mark. 4 balls gone. And that one once again guided towards point. Both these batters very quick between the wickets. Livinia comes in for the last delivery of the over. Mariam decides to come down the track, and that evades the fielder at point. They'll be able to come back for a couple. And after the end of that first over, it's 8 on the board for Daskalil Sawan. Good start from them. Shenzhen on strike to Iris Ridges. And shot drifting down the leg side. Helps it round the corner. Shenzhen Shazad. The first boundary for Daskalil Saiwan comes off the bat of the skipper, Shenzhen Shazad. The no field is back on the fine leg fence. Easy pickings there. Once again tries to find the same area and finds the fence once again. Two boundaries off the first two deliveries for Shenzhen Shazad. On the board now, just 1.2 overs. Once again, back of a length, dropped into the leg side for an easy single there. Lavinia Chair, the fielder there. We've got an afternoon game here between KCC and Askalil Saiwan. KCC hosting both the Premier women's and the men's side today. That one just misses the mark a little bit. Signalled wide by umpire Sheldon De Cruz. Comes down the track and this one goes down the leg side. And once again signalled wide by the umpire. So the trend pretty much continuing still. It seems like the extras have been hard to control today. Back of a length, really nicely played. Good timing on that one. Off the back foot from Mariam Bibi. Back foot punch towards the leg side. Gets across. And that one is guided towards short third man. Loud call of no from Mariam. Full on the legs and worked away towards the leg side. Just a little bit late getting down to that one. The fielder from third man giving it chase and the ball stops just inside, I reckon. And the umpires deem it so. So that is 2 runs saved by the fielder from third man. After 2, it's alright. The umpires have just had a word with the fielder and asked if that did touch the rope, and the fielder confirmed it did touch the rope. So unfortunately there, that's no 2 runs saved. That still ran away to the boundary, but it was a very late effort. Really good effort from the fielder. Boundary there for Shanzeen Shazad. Mariam will face the first ball of the third. Lavinia to continue. Back of a length, hit hard, but straight to the fielder there. Maheen Heather had extra cover there. Comes down, hits it hard. I'd probably run away if that missed the fielder. Good footwork there. And they come back for a couple. And that one's probably missed everything. Yep, signalled by the umpire. Mariam gets across to the non-striker's end. Three runs off this over so far. 27 already on the board for Daskal Ilsawan. It's a very good start from Daskal Ilsawan batters. And that one, and drifting down the leg side once again. And Shanzeen obviously playing her favourite shot. She's very good with that shot. Shanzeen, she's got 15 of 7 deliveries, so striking at more than a double 100. Striking at 200 plus. And taking the charge as captain. And once again, drifting down the leg side. It'll be a tough chase for the fielders there. And they managed to get to that one. It's going to be a wide +2. Yeah, it's 3 wides there. $31 on the board now. Just another 58 more to win. A very good start here from Daskal Ilsawan. Full, driven hard, looking for the one, and she will be able to get across. A bit of a clash there between Mariam Bibi and the bowler. Lavinia there trying to get across to get to that ball. And another one hit straight to Maheen Heather at extra cover. Last ball of the over coming up. So far, the Daskal Ilsawan batters have looked comfortable. They've got off to a very comfortable start as well. 32 already on the board. And no signals from the umpire, and that'll be the end of the over after 3. It's 32 for no loss for Daskal Ilsawan. Iris Ridges to continue, and maybe not. Looks like they've decided to throw it to Maheen Heather. She is going to ball her medium pace. Get the wheels sorted out. Just tying her laces. And she'll be bowling to Shanzeen Shazad, who's looked very good for her 16 so far. And no signals from either umpire, so starts off with the dot ball. Full toss there, hit really hard down the wicket, playing in the V there. Shenzin Shahzad finds the fielder. So Maheen, good start for her. 2 dot balls to start off. Back of a length ball that's just missed the radar a little bit. A wide ball there. Back of a length delivery played back to the bowler. Maheen with 3 dot balls. Comes in, balls shortish one straight to Lavinia. In the covers, that's the 4th dot ball of the over. It's a good start here from Maheen Heather. Just keeping it tight. Bearing that wide, Maheen Heather has had a good start to her spell. Full toss there and just put it over the fielder there. Will be a touch and go on the boundary line there, and it looks like it has trickled down to that mid-wicket fence for a 4, and that is the 4th boundary for Shenzin Shahzad. She moves on to 20. That was quite a long way outside the off stump, but a full toss, so she got round to it. Hit it over the mid-wicket fielder for 4. Really short that one, and bounced a couple of times as well. Looks like, yes, the umpires have their arm out, and that is signalled no ball by the umpire. No ball and 1 off the bat of Shenzin Shahzad, and Mariam Bibi is going to be the recipient of that free hit coming up. .39 already on the board. We're into the 4th over. Oh, just didn't go through with the action on that one. And there's another one that's been signalled no ball. She's just still that's another high full toss, which is once again going to be signalled no ball, and Mariam Bibi will get across as well, and 1 off the bat as well. No ball 1. Shenzin Shahzad on strike now. false start once again. Aborts a run up. Amain Heather, what was a very good start, has tapered off a little bit with those no balls. Struggling with a shoulder or something. Amain Heather. A free hit. Pitches it halfway down the wicket and Shenzhen gets to it. Chips it over the infield and they'll be able to come back for a couple, looking for a third, and Shenzhen goes for the third. That's very good running. Very, very good alert running there from Shenzhen Shahzad. Good piece of cricket. And after 4, it's 45 for no loss for Diaz Khalil Saiwan. And Doris into the attack now. Shenzhen Shahzad with that 3 off the last ball of the last over has kept strike. 45 on the board now, only 44 more to get. They've passed the halfway mark for their chase, and this one Shenzhen lets it go through. Doris Chung starts with the dot ball. Pretty chilly out here today. Play and a miss once again. They're trying to chop down on that delivery. Trying to run it down to third man. Third man up in the circle as well. Fine leg up in the circle. Deep square leg and a deep extra cover. The 2 fielders out so far. We're only into the 5th over. Still a over and 4 balls remaining in the power play. And that one played straight to point, but Mariam Bibi is quick. They get across for a single. 46 on the board now. And we could be in for an early finish today. And Doris Chung comes in. Short ball, hit hard, and that'll miss the fielder. They'll be looking to come back for 2, and they come back safely enough. Second day of the International T20 World Cup ongoing as well, and here Mariam comes down the track, hits it nicely to a mid-off fielder there, Kabita Giri there. She's been in the thick of things today. A lot of balls have come her way, and she's been kept busy. 49 on the board now, just 1 away from that 50 mark. Shenzhen on strike, back of a length, hit really hard, work for deep extra cover. Iris there, it picks it up nicely, and that'll just be 1. And that'll be the end of the over after 5. Diaz Khalil Saiwan, no loss for 50. Afghanistan taking on New Zealand today in the T20 World Cup. Games starting yesterday, the 10th edition of the International T20 World Cup. It's going to be fun watching. We've got the best in the world playing the T20 World Cup, hosted by India. And looks like Iris is going to be back into the attack. Iris Ridges bowling to Shenzhen Shahzad. Just another 39 required for Dias Khalil Saiwan to get on the points table. Full driven nicely and unfortunate for Arna. She's not able to get hand to that one, and that one runs away to the point boundary for 4. Nicely played there by Shenzhen Shahzad. Waited on that one and played it late. And not very often that we see a square drive. That's a very good shot. It's nicely played. Drops it into the onside for a single. Gets across. The T20 World Cup is going to be live on Crick Buzz and can be subscribed on Now TV as well. So those of you that are interested in watching some T20 World Cup cricket here in Hong Kong can go on, subscribe and enjoy the fun. Comes down the track, not there for the taking, and just works it away towards the leg side. Good batting there from these Dias Khalil Saiwan batters. So yeah, those wanting to watch the T20 World Cup live here from Hong Kong can subscribe to Now TV or Crick Buzz and enjoy the buzz. As we head into this second day of Premier League cricket, up in the air, chance of a catch, just dropping short of the fielder there, and they get across for another single. So far this over, boundary 1-1-1-7 coming off this over already. Good thing for KCC. Iris Ridges, one of the younger players in the squad, keeping a little bit of a lid on the extras. Hopefully I don't jinx her. She's been consistent this over. Good ball once again turned away towards the leg side. Single once again. Boundary and 4 singles, and even that boundary of the first ball was a very good shot. Wasn't a bad ball, but it was nicely played by Shenzhen. Just behind point for a boundary, square driven. Shenzhen Shahzad so far a very good innings of 32. And that's one ball later, so maybe it's not because I jinxed her, but yeah, she's bowled the first extra of the over in the form of a wide. Waiting for Mariam Bibi, just tying her laces, just making sure she's got the wheels in good shape. Last ball, and once again another wide. Yeah, now I could say probably it's my jinx, but I still like the look of this younger Iris Ridges. I've seen her bowl some really good spells. She can bat as well. Still very young, very new to Premier League cricket. Full on the stumps, hit dead straight down the ground. I think that should run away to the boundary. It's a long boundary towards that lawn ball, and I think that has run away. That's a very, very good shot, timed really nicely. Straight as an arrow there from Shenzhen Shahzad. Boundary to end that over. After 6, that's Khalil Sawan, 64 for no loss. Shinjin Shazad moves on to 36, and that'll be the end of the power play. After the power play, and that's Khalil Sawan sitting pretty comfortably. Still 10 wickets in the bag. They've already got 64. They need another 25 to win. Shinjin Shazad would need another 14 for a half century. Mariam Bibi on the other end is on 13. And looks like it is still going to be Doris Chung. Bowled a decent first over. Went for only 5 runs. And they can have fielders out now, so they've decided to send Kabir Giri back on the boundary at long on for Mariam Bibi. And they've got a mid-wicket and long on and deep extra cover. The field is out. Mariam comes down, hits it hard. A little bit of a misfield there from the bowler, but Livinia nicely across, backs her bowler up. Mariam looking to be very attacking. Hasn't really come off the bat nicely for her today, but she can change that very quickly. Oh, that's cut nicely, very nicely cut. And they've got a fielder back there. It's Iris on the fence. It'll only be one. Gets Shinjin Shazad back on strike. Doris Chung. He comes in for her third ball of the over. And once again, worked away towards the offside. Maheen Heather with the fielding there. Good throw. It's bullseye. She's been good at extra cover, Maheen Heather. Didn't seem like there was much problem with the shoulder on that throw. That's a pretty strong throw. It's probably sending a signal to the batters. Don't take on my arm. 6.3 overs, 66 on the board. Back of a length, hit hard, straight to Maheen. Once again, gets down in time. Chance of a run out, direct hit needed, and she does not get it this time. Another single. 3 singles off this over. KCC would rue the fact that they had a decent kind of start. They unfortunately couldn't really kick on towards the end there. Lost wickets in a cluster and ended up with a score which is probably going to prove really hard to defend. But they're giving it everything they have. It's been a good fight so far. Up in the air, fielder back there. Won't carry to the fielder, but should only be one. Yes, 1 to Shinjin Shazad. Five balls gone in the over. 4 runs off this over so far. Oh, that's been taken. Hit back straight to the bowler. Wanted to play the pull shot, just a little bit late on that shot, and got to her a little bit quicker than she expected. And Doris Chung just flings herself to her right and takes that a good return catch off her own bowling. Arms fully stretched, nicely taken there. Mariam there. Not a usual self, a 15 of 20, but she's still got a long way to go in the tournament, and we know she can bat. And it's an important catch there for KCC. Looks like it's Yasmin Daswani batting at number 3. Pretty much her usual position, Yasmin. And it was the end of the over, so Shenzhen Shahzad is going to be on strike, and they've decided to now throw the ball to Lavinia. Another 21 required to win the game. Lavinia comes back into the attack. 68 for 1. Dasko Lil Saiwan after 7 overs. Just trying to work out the field. And they just move. And the field a little bit in front of square now. Right behind the umpire almost. On the fence. That one is nicely bowled. Really nicely bowled. And well met by Shenzhen Shahzad with the back foot defense. Nicely bowled once again, driven down the ground, nicely fielded off around bowling. The KCC bowlers have been good off their own bowling. Lavinia starts with a couple of dot balls. KCC giving a little bit of a fight, showing a bit of character. They probably know that they just didn't really get enough runs on the board, but oh, I think that's just a little bit of an inside edge and probably going to run down to fine leg for 4. Shenzhen Shahzad gets a fortuitous boundary off the inside edge of the bat, down to fine leg for 4. She moves into the 40s now. Just another 8 for her to get her first Premier League 50 in this year's competition. .42 of 28. It's been a very good innings. And once again, works it towards the leg side, straight to the fielder, but Yasmin is through for the single. Score moves on to 73. Just another 16 required now. KCC would like to extend it for as long as possible. Get a couple of wickets here and try and extend this batting innings of Dasko Lil Saiwan. Shot pulled away. Fielder back there. Will only be 1. It's a good throw there from the boundary. It looks like that's Zara header there on the deep square leg fence. I think with this competition, with the round robin stage where teams play each other once, the net run rate is going to be important as well. So I'm sure the KCC coaches would have spoken about it. They got beaten by KCC last week, and they've got to win matches, obviously, of course, but I think still how they play will have a little bit of an effect on the overall standings in the end. Dasko Lil Saiwan opting to ball first and trying to finish off this game as quickly as possible to get a bit of a net run rate boost. 74 for 1 after 8 now. Yasmin Daswani on strike. Doris Chung with the wicket in the last over that she bowled. 1 for 9 she has. Full walked away. No fielders back there. It's going to be a touch and go chase. And that is nicely fielded on the boundary line by Cuttingham. Cuttingham cuts it off. They came back for a couple there. Yasmin Daswani. punches it off the back foot, straight to Arna there. I yet to see Arna come into ball. She does ball a bit of medium pace as well. Yeah, 13 more to win and 7 more for Shenzhen to get to her 50. And that one is hit nicely. Not the greatest of timings, but I think they'll be able to come back for a couple there. A good effort there from the fielder. And they get back for 3. 10 more needed to win. Will Shenzhen get a 50? Norris Chung, short ball, goes for the reverse, Shenzhen. And they'd like to come back for 2. And Yasmin decides not to. And Shenzhen there, not getting any bat on that one, so that would be a bye. Another 9 to win for Diasquat, Little Saiwan. Players for the second game of the day, slowly coming in. Shrey Chancherd, right next to me over here, and that's going to miss the mid-wicket fielder, and that's well fielded by Kavita Giri, running to her right from that long off position, keeps it down to 1, and that 50 looking a little bit unlikely now. Shenzhen has to get a couple of boundaries. They're on to 81 already. Another 8 to win. And Shenzhen requires another 7 to get that half-century milestone. Full on the stump, sets it down the ground, and just gets 1. That's nicely done by Shenzhen. She's going to keep the strike for the next over. And at the end of 9, it's 82 for the loss of 1. Still Livinia, and this one is hit straight to the fine leg fielder, and they go across for a single. Now 6 needed. Shenzhen needs 5, and it's Yasmin on strike now. Ooh, got a little bit of bounce, and they come through for a bye. Just another 5 runs to win now. Daskal Lil Sawan have been clinical. The only downside to their performance today was the extras that they bowled. Swing and a miss there from Shenzhen, trying to get a boundary and get in sight of that 50-run mark. And play and a miss there. Shenzhen maybe just trying to hit the ball a little bit too hard, going across the line. The ball was outside the line of the stumps. That is up in the air. Could that be taken? No. No one goes for it in the end. And four fielders there just watch the ball drop in front of them. Shenzhen gets across for a single. And that is a wide down the leg side, and that's gone through the legs of the fielder as well. They're probably going to come back for another one. That's very well saved on the boundary. That is really nicely fielded. Wide and two, that's three wides there. And now within touching distance of that score from KCC. Das Khalil Saiwan. It's 87 on the board now. Just another couple runs to win the game. And that is nicely bowled. Dot ball once again. Lavinia has had a good game. She hasn't been too wayward with the ball and batted really well as well. Got 27. The only batter to speak of for KCC. Swung hard straight to the fielder though. Arna Centerville there. And that ties the score. And that is the end of the over as well. And the scorers have decided that that's the end of the game. They've not just decided, it's actually the end of the game. Lil Saiwan have, Das Khalil Saiwan Women's Premier have come to KCC and they've conquered KCC in the first game for them. Das Khalil Saiwan win by 9 wickets. Great innings there from Shenzhen Shahzad and the partnership in the end there, 20 for Shenzhen Shahzad and Yasmin Daswani as well. A pick of the bowlers, Mariam Bibi with 3 for 9 runs off her 4 overs. And that'll be the end of this first game. We are going to be back with the second game. Hard for Das Khalil Saiwan. Shenzhen Shahzad at the top there, 46 of 35. Mariam Bibi 15 of 20 and Yasmin there 8 of 8. Extras once again, 20 runs in the extras column. And the bowling card for Kowloon Cricket Club. Lavinia Chaya unfortunately not able to pick up a wicket, but she was consistent. 28 off her 4 overs. Iris Ridges none for 30 off her 2 overs. Mahin had a none for 13 and Doris Chung, the pick of the bowlers for KCC, something positive for Kowloon Cricket Club going forward. 1 for 16 off for 3 overs. That's the end of the game. That's the end of the first game. We'll be back for the second one between Das Khalil Saiwan men's premier side against the Kowloon Cricket Club men's premier side. Kowloon Cricket Club coming off a very good win last week against Hatch KCC. Chased a massive total of 250 plus. We'll be back for some fun. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.